So has anyone heard the saying, practice makes perfect?
Right.
So what does that actually mean? Does it mean that if I work on my multiplication, that I'll be amazing at probability and statistics? Or if I practice my free throws every day, would I be a great shooter like Steph Curry? Probably not. So if we work on the things we're good at, and we avoid the things that we're bad at, we'll never improve, and we'll stay stagnant. For example, in volleyball, when the ball comes over the net, you can either take the ball with a hand, or you can bump it. Right? For me, I prefer to take it with a hand, because every time I bump the ball, I'll always make mistakes, and I'll lose a point for my team. So I'll be always terrified of losing the game for my team. So I always stuck to the things I was good at, which was just doing everything that I didn't make a mistake at. So for the last couple of years, I never made any improvements in volleyball, and I just stayed stagnant. But until my friend told me that if I ever wanted to become better, I would have to just learn to just make mistakes and just do it. Doesn't matter what anyone thinks, I would just have to practice and until I became more comfortable. So over the last couple of months, I started practicing. I went through the pain of making all the mistakes and losing games for my team. But eventually, over time, I overcame it, and I became more comfortable. And in reality, what I realized was that by overcoming making mistakes, I actually became better in volleyball overall, and not just bumping the ball. Right? So there's three tips I'd like to share with you guys on how to become better at any skill, whether it's public speaking, anything in sports, or cooking. Right? So the first thing is we should not be afraid of making mistakes. The second thing, we should learn from the mistakes that we make. And third, we should be persistent enough to focus on the process of making multiple mistakes and learning from all of them. Right? They say that it takes roughly 10,000 hours to become great at anything, which means that it should take a minimum of 10,000 hours of making a lot of mistakes and learn from them to become great. Right? What's also important is the environment we're in. So such as a good environment would be Toastmasters here. The feedback that you guys provide allows me to learn from the mistakes I make. Your feedback allows me to visibly see my weaknesses, and I can focus my effort on what to work on. A bad environment would be, on the other hand, a bad environment would be being in negotiation. So when you're in negotiations, you have that unknown factor of not knowing what the other person is thinking. So it's hard to learn from mistakes if you don't know if you're getting the best deal, or if you don't know if you're pushing enough to get the deal. Also, a good environment provides a safety net. So the safety net allows you to try new things. So for here, it would be me practicing a joke or practice storytelling. Right? It has no negative effect on you guys. On the other hand, a bad environment would be, let's say, in the NBA Finals, it's Game 7. Game is tied. 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and you have the ball. Probably not the best time to try something new and deviate away from the coach's plans, right? Because it can have a huge effect on the outcome of the game. So if we want to become better at anything, we must be able to make mistakes, learn from mistakes, and do it often, right? When it's combined with a good environment, such as Toastmasters, where we can learn from the feedback we get and practice and experiment things without negatively affecting anyone, we can actually become better and improve on ourselves. So I'd just like to finish it off with a quote from Rocky Balboa. He said, "It's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward." Thank you.